Okay, so oil change on your Bandit, that'll be oil and filter I'll be doing with this service. Okay, so the best way to start is you need to remove your sump plug, which you'll see is just located under here on the bottom of your engine, lowest point. Unscrew it and let the oil drain. I've let mine drain overnight to make sure everything's removed, and then we'll be moving on to removing the oil filter located just in there. Alright, so removing your oil filter, I've already loosened it off, so it's just then spins off some more. Remove that, and that's that. And then ready to just I'll give it a quick clean up, and then I'll put the new one on. Okay, so I'm ready with the new one. It has already got a little bit of grease on there, but I'll just smear a dab of oil, just make sure, just around the O-ring. Make sure. Now you can pre-fill these, I prefer not to. I'll just pull it on, and then I'll let the engine fill it up. So the thing that's weird about oil filters is that they only go on hand tight. You always worry it's not enough, but it really is. It's not coming off. That's it. I can't do it any more with my hand, and that's on tight enough. Alright, that's an oil filter change. I'll show you filling the engine up in a moment. Right, so putting your sump plug back in. Now I've got a magnetic one. I do recommend anyone else get a magnetic one when replacing your sump plug. Any metal that happens to them float around the engine, if it comes off of a gear, then it'll catch that for you. Oh. Again, doesn't have to be too tight, just until it stops. That's tight enough. That'll hold it there for you. That's your sump plug on. We're now ready to start filling the engine. Okay, so filling your engine with oil goes over here. So to remove your cap from the side here, down at the bottom here you have your level gauge, L for low, F for full. You will drop after you filled it up for the first time, so we'll get it up to the full level. Run the engine, warm it, let it cool for a bit. That should drop because it'll fill things like the oil filter. And if I decided I'd empty my oil cooler as well, so I emptied that, so we've got loads of fresh oil going in, lots of areas that are going to be filled up. It probably would be easier if you used a funnel for this, but with a steady hand you can pour it in. Now I've got a litre can here, I know I can just chuck all of this in without any problems. It's going to take just over 3 litres to fill it back up. Oh, bit of spillage. Alright, so the second litre going in. Technique of pouring with a can, tip them sideways on, allows the air to flow into the can. You can get a good easy pour in. Okay, so 3rd litre going in. So on the next can, it won't be all of it. It'll probably be about a quarter, then run the engine, and then about maybe just a top up small amount. If I look down on my gauge now, I'll see that its levels come right up. It's practically on the full line, so I'll give that a moment, let it drop, maybe top it up, run the engine. Right, so that's the engine all warmed up a little bit, just get that oil cycled around, but what you'll see is you see the oil's not showing in the engine because it's all around the engine, so that's why you have to let it cool and settle, but then you'll be able to then check where the level is and top it up appropriately. Okay, so I've just topped mine off now. By the way, I'm using semi-synthetic wet clutch. Definitely want to use semi-synthetic. I wouldn't advise using fully. Yep, that's it now. So obviously don't forget next ride, check after. I mean, you should be checking every ride anyway, before and after, just to make sure that your levels are correct. But I'll be paying close attention to it after the next ride, just to make sure that the level is perfect on there and top up appropriately. Alright, so there you go, that's an oil and filter change done on there, and obviously see all my other videos for the full service with your spark plugs and your air filter. Coming soon will be fuel filter. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. Thanks.